listening to Phantasm Podcast, a horror death metal podcast for the old school. Join your hosts Corey Gorechrist and Dr. Vincent West as they stuff horror movie reviews and death metal interviews all in one body bag. Listen on iTunes, subscribe on YouTube, and like on Facebook. And head over to outlandermedia.net for more.
What's up, everybody? It's Dolan from Immolation, and you're listening to the Phantasm Podcast.
What's up, everybody? This is Alex Bouks from Immolation, and you are listening to FANTASM Podcast.
Phantasm.
It's Dr. Vincent West, medical doctor with the Phantasm Podcast, and I'm here with one of my favorite bands in the world, hailing from New York, the powerhouse Immolation, and I'm here with Ross and Alex. How are you guys doing?
Good, man. Thanks for coming out. Yep. Doing awesome, man.
Awesome. Thank you guys for doing this. We had a crazy day today. So you're out with the Decibel Tour, and you guys hopped on, and how's that been going?
Good. I mean, we were a little late to the party. We came in for the last week. But, no complaints. The lineup is just epic. I mean, you got Blood Incantations, fucking amazing band. Necrot, awesome guys, great band, old school vibe. And Morbid Angel, so it's like, it really doesn't get any better than that. I mean, I wish Cannibal was still on the bill as well, because we're really good friends with them, and we love those guys. But we're happy to be here. The shows have been, what can I say? They've been amazing. Amazing turnouts, great vibe. Everybody on the tour is fucking really cool. So yeah, I mean, we're happy to be part of something like this scale. So yeah, I mean, no complaints.
And this is amazing. The last time I saw you guys were out with Mayhem, and that must be some fun tour stories with those guys.
Yeah, that was another great tour, and it was a really good package too. I thought with the three bands, Black Anvil, us, and Mayhem, three dark bands, but three different approaches to things, and just like this tour, all cool people. We all got along great on the tour, and it was a blast. And very consistent shows, just like this one.
Awesome. Yeah, we've been fortunate. We did for the Atonement record. This is our third run in the States, and they've all been with really amazing bands. I mean, when the Cavalera run, we had Full of Hell, and obviously Max and Igor doing the Return to Roots, which was fucking great. Max and Igor were huge inspiration on us back in the Morbid Division, Bestial Devastation guys.
Sure.
They were just such awesome people to tour with. I mean, it was like really cool to kind of tour with guys that kind of inspired you and you grew up listening to, and they were just great people. The Full of Hell guys were just awesome. Like, we became instant fans, and we're tight with them, really tight with them so much. We took them to Europe with us, and
that's great.
I love the guys. I love the band. And then, like Alex said, the Mayhem run, we had obviously Mayhem, fucking classic in the black metal scene. Great guys, awesome people. And we had Black Anvil from Brooklyn, from New York, and they were like the best. That As Was album is like one of my favorites, that came out.
Sure.
So fucking really good stuff, man. So we've been very fortunate in this tour. So we had a really good run for this record here in the U.S.
And then you guys did, or I was going to ask you just real quick, you did a track, I guess, with Max on the newest Soulfly album?
Yeah, we did. I did some vocals on the Under Rapture track, and he also did vocals on this Morbid Visions cover we did for the Nuclear Blast cover. So yeah, it was kind of cool. Like the Morbid Visions thing came up first, and we were like, man, it would be great if Max could do vocals on it, because we were asked if we wanted to participate, and Max was so gracious. He's like, yeah, I'll fucking do it. And he fucking killed it, dude. He fucking killed it.
Yeah. You know what's great about it too is that we were really heavily influenced by the Morbid Visions record back then.
Oh, it's so good.
And, you know, fast forward 30-something years later, we're playing that song with Max singing it.
I'm still wearing
So, it's super fucking cool.
Yeah, because we used to cover Morbid Visions back in like '88. That was like one of the songs we covered when we didn't have enough originals. So it was
amazing.
so cool to play that now and have the man sing on it, you know?
Sure.
And then he invited me to sing on the new Soulfly album, which I fucking love. It's fucking
good.
a really good fucking album, man. Fucking really good.
Yeah.
And I love the track that he picked for me to sing on. It's just a dark, aggressive song. The lyrics are sick, and I was like, wow, this is awesome. So I had fun with it, you know. And he kind of just let me do my thing. He was just like, just, you know, do your thing over the fast parts. So I was like, okay, and I just fucking went for it, and they kept my parts, you know. So I was like, awesome. So you know, he was happy with it. So it was a nice collaboration, man. To, you know, to do something cool like that.
Yeah, that's really neat. And then I don't know how much you can talk about. I guess you guys have you mentioned on stage, and you guys were phenomenal tonight, by the way.
Thank you.
You have a new record coming out?
Yeah, we're working on that. We got 3 songs ready that are done, and you know, we need about 7 more. So that's going to be our focus after this. We have a lot of touring coming up, festivals and whatnot over the, you know, right from this
You
point.
can talk about that if you'd like to. You have a tour you've got coming up.
Yeah, so we're hoping to get the album out by the end of the year. We got a lot of stuff going on in Europe this year, a lot of festivals. We'll be over there in May. We're going to do a quick run in Scandinavia with Marduk.
That's
couple of
fantastic.
festivals, yeah. Then we're going to be doing Central and South America in July. Then we're going to be doing Asia at the end of the year, Australia, Japan. So, you know, these are Asia, Japan, new places we've never been before, some different places in Central and South America. So, yeah, a lot of cool stuff lined up. And more festivals than Europe, so...
And when you, I was going to ask you, just because we had a long talk about this last time when I saw you, we were talking about the logo, going back to the old logo, and then do you feel like, are you going to go back to the one like on Majesty and Decay? Do you think maybe you're going to do, because I know a lot of, I like both.
I like the old logo. I prefer the old logo. It's just, I think I've talked this to death. It's just aesthetics. That's all it is. It came down to
has to work with the art.
It has to look good with the artwork.
But
so
you played Majesty and Decay. That is, I love that record.
Oh,
I went into a big thing with you. I love the artwork of that record. I think that record is nasty.
Cool.
It's just really, and it for me, it feels like it was almost like a premonition of things that were coming, like with our world, like
yeah, I mean,
government
all this
and
stuff you
whatnot.
see coming, you know. So just stuff that we kind of tapped into, and you know, and the next record was more of that, and this record has a lot of that on it too, you know.
Sure.
You know, so you know.
Well, I can't wait. Atonement was so good. Like I said, it was our album of the year for 2017. My pick for the whole year. It was fantastic, and so I'm excited to see what you guys have coming up next for everybody.
Cool. I mean, what we have so far is dark. It's like Atonement, like, you know, whatever times 10. It's cool. It's dark. It's
Definitely darker, obviously.
It's more sinister, I think, than Atonement. Menacing. It is. It's got like a real creepy kind of vibe to it, which is good. So let's just keep Bob pissed off long enough to write some more.
Well, all the shows seem like they're doing really, really well. It's such a great package with this stuff.
Yeah.
And with Marduk, is it just going to be the two of you? We have a lot of European fans, so I thought I would ask you about that.
I think there's one other band on the package. I'm not sure who it is yet, but I know it's... actually, we're jumping on. Marduk's doing shows with another band, and we're going to be jumping on just for those Scandinavian dates, so at the festival. So it should be fun. You know, we don't really do much up in Scandinavia, so that'll be cool. So.
Yeah, that should be fun. And then Japan.
Japan, we're doing 3 shows in Japan at the end of the year.
I bet
First time there, so that'll be nice.
Oh, okay, that'll be
First time in Asia, you know, Indonesia, Singapore, all those places. Should be cool, man. I'm excited. So let's see what happens.
Exciting stuff too. And then I wanted to talk to you with Atonement. I felt like we talked last time, I don't know if you remember or not, but we talked like Majesty and Decay Forward. It almost felt like you were telling something, not necessarily that they were connected, but the records felt like you were continuing a story, whereas I felt like Atonement kind of started another chapter, maybe doing something?
Yeah, definitely. I think Atonement was more varied and topically, Kingdom was very, almost like a concept album in a sense, very Orwellian in a lot of ways. The new album has a lot of that, but it's more varied. We jump around a bit, so we touch on religion, of course, the obligatory religious songs.
Kingdoms and Majesty feel like they're, and I told you this, I think, before, they feel like they're I love listening to those records together.
They almost are connected in some ways.
Kingdoms took me a long time to get into, and then it's like, wow, this is really fucking good. Like, I like listening to it on headphones. It's just, there's a lot of...
Well, I think Kingdom's more of a faster, intense record. Majesty is more riffy. There's a lot of strange riffs. And then when you get to Atonement, I think the songwriting is just better. It's more varied.
Yeah.
It tells the story better throughout the album. So
no, I think Alex.
Somebody
is right.
disagrees, but
no, I think Alex is spot on.
But that's and they're all different. And I think with most bands, you try to outdo yourself and do something different every time you do another record. And that's what the focus is for the next record.
Sure. Well, we're so excited that it's so great to get that back. And of course, you guys have your web store, which is really cool.
Yeah, we just opened it up last year because, I can't tell you how many people write us, hey, where can we buy your stuff? Because you can't really get our stuff anywhere except at the shows. And,
sure.
If you're not making it out to the show, you ain't getting any swag. So we figured, okay,
right.
It's good. We'll put it up online, and if the fans want to get it, they can get it. So it's not like we make a living off of it. It's just kind of a fun thing.
No, it's really cool.
And we make it available for the fans. So I think the fans appreciate it.
Oh, definitely.
We run it like I run it. And so
Plus it cuts out a lot of bootleg stuff. And it's better quality. You get the real thing.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, and as a fan, I always see, and I don't know the ins and outs of it, but you'll see there's this one place that has it, and there's this other. It's like, what I want to give the money to the band, if you go to the show and they're out of size or whatever. So I think it's really cool that you have the website.
Yeah, and that's it. A lot of people will come and let's face it, you come out to a show, shows can be expensive. You want to buy a few drinks, you don't have money for shirts. A lot of people are like, I want to get this, but I don't have money. Do you have it online?
Sure.
And, the story has always been, no, we don't have it online. But now I can say, yes, we do. Don't sweat it. Have a good time tonight. Drink your beers, and you can always order the shirt later.
Yeah, and it's great. I think it's fantastic that you all do that, because like I said, you'll see a lot of bands that I like, and I don't know, it's like, well, this is over here, and you got the JSR Direct, and there's this other thing over here, and you got indie merch, and
JSR Direct's fine. I mean, they're the ones who make the shirts, a lot of our shirts too,
Sure.
But I think from a fan's perspective, it's cool to get it from the band.
well, like indie merch, for example, they're sold out of everything every time I get on.
Yeah.
And it must be really popular, because you get on there, and not necessarily just, but like even I still buy CDs and stuff, and vinyl, and it's like, it's gone.
Yeah.
You didn't get it, it's gone. It's like, it's wiped. It's like, so good for them. I guess it's doing what.
It's just hard. I mean, we got a lot of items up on the store. We took the store down to come out of this store. We took everything out.
Oh, okay.
And now when we open the store, we ain't going to have anything to put on there.
Re-up the
It
store.
costs money to put that shit up there. So, it'll be a slow grow again now that we're back after this tour. But, I wanted to make all this stuff available for the fans.
It's amazing. I think it's so great. And then you guys, I believe, are doing Maryland this year.
Yeah, I'm psyched for that. Yeah, we got a good rapport with Evan and Ryan who do the fest. They've been really good friends over the years and big supporters of the band and the scene. And, they've always been very gracious with us. They invited us to do Maryland again this year. We got to do the Quebec Death Fest. And,
How was that?
Amazing. I might go this year just to go and hang out. It was that good. So.
Now, have you guys done the one, I guess, that they do, I may be wrong about it, don't they do one in, Europe?
Holland,
and
Holland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
we haven't done that.
The Netherlands stuff.
That looks pretty
It used to be neurotic, but I think Evan kind of took it over.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I didn't know if that was. It looks like it's the.
Well, I mean, we did neurotic when it was neurotic.
Oh, okay.
It just kind of changed names.
It's the same venue and at a different time.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, it seems really cool that they do
And
that.
they're doing one in Sweden now, and they reached out to us for that, but we couldn't because we had too much
Got other stuff
going on at the end of the year. That was kind of like in the air, so I don't want to commit to something if we had something else. Kind of
Sure. Well, I tell you, the lineup for Maryland looks great. Pestilence, it's awesome.
Yeah, they got a lot of good stuff this
Boy
year.
Band.
Yeah.
Vomitory reunion. That's pretty cool. I mean, there's some pretty cool. Scour fills, I guess, his like death metal kind of thing band he's doing.
I'm psyched to see Voivod if I can because they're playing right after us. So I don't know if I saw them in Brutal Assault. Was it this year?
See, they're playing near me, and I don't want to go because they're opening for somebody. I'm like, I don't want to watch Voivod open for.
I saw that tour. It was who the fuck was
It's that. I'm not into stoner stuff, and I'm not trying to be.
They're not actually that bad.
Oh, is it? Not? See, I can't really.
It is like real heavy, but it's good stuff. Though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
maybe I should.
It's like really slow and heavy, though. But
my brother's a big fan. He likes.
I thought that genre. I actually like them. I've heard some of that stuff.
Okay, maybe
a good friend of mine turned me on to them. He's like,
I get kind of swayed with that stuff because I'm kind of. I'm in my 40s. Like death metal's kind of my thing. Like it's I'm kind of. I was telling him like the new Malevolent Creation. Like that record's.
I haven't heard it yet. I had a couple of friends like, oh, you gotta get this one.
He really did a good job with it.
I gotta check it out. Yeah.
But yeah, Phil did it. It's pretty stellar stuff. So it's man, he just says fuck like for like an hour and a half with me on the phone. It was really great. It was fun, so that'll be fun. You got a good turnout and stuff for that up there, I'm sure. And then I remember I've never been to Maryland, but I used to go to Milwaukee.
Yeah, of course.
I love Milwaukee. I only got to go a couple times.
Yeah, Milwaukee was good back in the day, but I think Maryland filled the gap. Once Milwaukee went away, when Evan and Ryan stepped in, they built something up unique, and now it's more of an event.
Yeah, I mean, but man, I saw so much classic stuff up there. I got to see Cannibal with Chris Barnes, and I got to see which I love. That was fucking awesome.
That was huge.
I'll never forget that.
That was huge. Yeah. I didn't go that year, but I remember when that happened. It was huge.
They had a lot of stuff up there back then. A lot of the Swedish stuff. Like I remember seeing. They're like really popular now, but Arch Enemy. I saw them there, and like nobody knew who that band was. They had like a male singer singing.
Oh yeah, the first record they had. The first record.
I think that's what it was.
Really good.
This was like late '90s, mid '90s. Yeah, when I went the second time. But yeah, so it's cool. It sounds like they've really got their thing together. And somebody, I guess, they told me they had changed it. There's a menu change. Like they got rid of one of the lots.
Well, they got rid of the big lot. The big outdoor stage. So now they have just the two venues.
That's cool.
They downsized, but probably for the better. I mean, now you have the sound stage and the Ram's Head, and they're both killer rooms, and they're just right down the street from each other. So you can go from one to the other. No big deal. It's easy.
Well, the Ram's Head. My co-host, he goes every year. Actually, he'll be up there with you guys when he's there. Nice. See a guy come up and bother you from our podcast. It's him. It's Corey. They're Corey, but yeah, it looks like they really have a lot of good things going with that, and they have a lot of variety, like music-wise and stuff on it too. So that's cool. That's great. And then, so just touching over, any highlights for you on the Atonement record to kind of go back in time, just real quick? That you
on the tour?
No, just on the record. Did you have some tracks that you were really?
I mean, they're all good. I like them all,
Was there one though that you, or a couple that you were really just, because I did this with Lost.
For me, I like Above All a lot. That's definitely a favorite. Epiphany, the last song on the record, it's a really dark track. Heretics, a great song.
I bet you won't remember what I told you my favorite was on that record.
I mean, it changes all the time,
Blew me away. It was the first. I don't know how it was the first song that I heard off the record, and the record hadn't came out yet. But I guess Nuclear Blast would felt like a different song or something. But it was Lower.
What?
The Lower.
Yeah, we'll play that.
God. That was so, and I heard it and I was like, because I listen to everything with headphones on, and I was like, holy shit.
I like that song. I like that one too. Yeah, that's.
And I remember you told me what it was about and everything. It's just like, wow, that's.
I like that song too. It's a fun one to play. Yeah. It's heavy.
It sounds great live too.
Yeah. It usually goes over good with the audience.
It's a good
reaction.
I like that one too.
Yeah, it's great.
It's one of the few albums more recently that we played every song off of it live. We played all of these songs on it live at one point in time.
The set list, to talk about that a second, was fantastic.
Oh, cool. I would have liked to throw more older stuff in, but, it's just fucking hard, man, when you got like 10 records now, you're trying to promote like the newer stuff, but I think from this point forward, we're going to start incorporating more stuff off the first 3 records now for the rest of the year, especially for some of the new areas. But you know, for us, it's more exciting to play the new stuff because we've been playing the old shit for 30 years. Sure. You know, and I understand some fans are more attached to the earlier stuff, and that's fine. And that's cool. I'm like that with a lot of bands too, you know. Some people like the earlier stuff, they prefer that over the newer stuff. Some people don't like the newer stuff, so whatever. You're not going to make everybody happy, and that's fine. You know, they can always find something from our catalog to kind of latch on to, so that's okay.
Plus, there's different age groups, and, you know, kids that are younger, they got into the later stuff. That's their, you know, their favorite.
That's their records, yeah.
You know, guys that are our age, you know, that got into the first album, you know, that's you know, it's special for them in a certain way because that's the first thing they heard that got them into the band. Understood. It's like for me, you know, Metallica, Kill 'Em All, Ride the Lightning.
Sure, well, yeah.
It's like,
I mean, that's just also when Ride the Lightning came out back in the 80s. That was like fucking life changing, really. I mean,
Kill 'Em All was Kill 'Em All, but Ride the Lightning was like fucking next level. You know, we were just like, what the fuck is that? You know, all that shit from back then.
plus, you know, when you have, you know, 100 songs to choose from, it's, you know, it's hard to make a
It is. It really is. You know, you have 45 minutes. I mean, luckily, Morbid Angel was gracious enough. They gave us an hour every night. You know, the first night we had 45, and like Steve was like, "Hey, do you guys want to do an hour? You're more than welcome." We were like, "Yeah, we can do an hour, definitely." So that was cool. That was awesome of them. You know, so it was good. It's been that kind of vibe. You know, it's like awesome, really good vibe, man. Guys are awesome. You know, so
I think the tour package is cool because you have like 2 newer bands, you know, for the death metal genre that are great up-and-coming bands.
Absolutely.
And you have 2 of the old guard, you know, so it's a really cool mix, I think, you know, with the new, the new school and the old school, you know.
Well, what's great about Necron and Blood Incantation, you know, newer bands, but they represent like the old school, I think, really well. Not doing it in a fresher way, but still incorporating that vibe, you know. So I have a lot of respect for them for doing that, man. Really, and both bands are completely different, but they capture that old school vibe. Great guys, man. It's awesome. It's great to see. You know, it's great to see that next generation like really killing it, man. I watch them every night. You know, both bands, and they're really good, man. They really are.
And I wanted to ask you this. This is just something funny. When I was talking with Phil from Malevolent recently, he was talking how a lot of his Road Hunter stuff has been reissued, and he's like, I don't even fucking know it's reissued. And he's like, fans, have you all run across that as well? With your
Well, we only had one album with Roadrunner.
so like Dawn,
and they've licensed it out. They haven't reissued it. They've only licensed it out to like Listenable and the Metal Mind from Poland.
I got the Metal Mind one.
Yeah. So, but that's it. The Metal Blade era stuff, they just redid this past year. They contacted us.
Was that just vinyl?
We did, just a vinyl. Okay. We did the liner notes for all those records, you know. Just so, you know, something more unique. Our memories of those times when we were in the studio and whatnot. So those were fun to do, and I think they did a really awesome job with the packaging, with the posters.
They're beautiful. They
really are. So well done, Metal Blade's part. So.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah. And do you all have that stuff on the store as well? Or?
No, not that stuff.
Any merch?
We don't do much vinyl on the store, just the CDs and the shirts and stuff.
Cool.
You know, I figure the vinyl and stuff they can get direct from the labels anyway. Probably be cheaper anyway. So you know.
Vinyl. I buy a little of it. It's expensive. I mean, I don't mind buying it. Some of it you can get into some money depending on what it is.
Yeah, I mean, the idea was to keep the stuff reasonable, like we have at the shows. You know what I'm saying? Keep it reasonably priced so the fans can fucking.
Which is great.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go crazy. You know, kids don't have money. I didn't have money when I was 16, 17, 18, you know, so you got to keep that in mind. So, you know.
Well, great. Well, then just kind of, so you guys are going to be going with Marduk, and then you're going to be doing a bunch of stuff, like festival shows?
Yeah, mostly the rest of the year is festivals and different stuff around the world, and then the fall is when we're going to start getting ready to tour properly for the next record. So hopefully we'll get all that locked in, you know, in the next month or so. So that's what we're working on.
Well, fantastic. And do you have a place, Alex, that you like to go play? Is it where you've played and you're like, wow, I love going to play here?
A place I prefer to play?
Well, you know, where you're just like, wow, we're here tonight, fucking awesome. You're like, have a beer. You know, this is awesome.
I'll play anywhere as long as they're enthusiastic.
Okay.
Yeah,
You know?
like South America last year was fucking amazing.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah,
cool.
we had
That's
Chile
neat.
and Brazil and Argentina. Our first time in Argentina was just mind-blowing.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
great. Just the passion and the friendliness of everybody down there in Brazil and in Santiago, Chile, and in fucking Peru.
India.
And we played in India this
That's
year.
awesome.
Amazing. One of the just such a great experience. It was fucking awesome. So
Well, that's great. Well, look, I can't thank you guys enough for doing this, and I'll have to come find you when the new record comes out. We'll have to do our track by track with the new record,
absolutely,
talk about the new
absolutely.
record with you.
Awesome.
I really appreciate your time. I'm sorry I got here late today, so
That's no problem.
messed everything up there, but it's an honor to always have you guys on. I love that you're still doing it. Amazing stuff.
Thank you, man.
Atonement's available now, Nuclear Blast. Go to their web store, and the web store is it just immolation.com? Or?
It's immolation-store.com.
There you go. We always have it on the page. You always find links on our page. So go see Immolation. They're fucking awesome. They're an amazing band. I love these guys. So, but yeah,
Thank you so much, man.
awesome. It's always a
talking to you
pleasure.
again, as always.
It's always a pleasure. Thank you. Yeah, guys, thank you so much. It's fucking awesome.
Man. I'm glad we got to do it.
I really appreciate it.
Now I got to go relieve Bob.
I gotta go relieve myself. No, I was just about to say, you go ahead.